VC, how's it going? Right, okay, this is a vinyl finds video. Yeah, it's all 45s, all 7-inch singles. So yeah, sorry, a bit of a weird light thing going on here. Yeah, it looks all a bit soft focus, like I'm in a share video, don't I? So but right, if I hold a record there, that'll do it. Right, so I went to my local record shop about a fortnight ago. Music is the answer, and the owner John had just bought a box of 7-inch singles, all of which was from the 60s. They're all sort of excellent to mint condition, and they were all, most importantly, in their original company sleeves. So you got stuff like, you know, that and that and that. Right, so okay, so I just thought I'd run through some of the bits that I picked up. I bought quite a few things. So this is the Electric Prunes with I Had Too Much to Dream Last Night. Now this is an important record, but important because I think it was the opening track on the Nuggets compilation that was put together by Lenny Kaye in the early 70s. This came out in 66. Now I've got the this CD box set of the Nuggets comp, which obviously adds a lot more stuff to it, but I'm pretty sure that this was the opening track on the original release. But yeah, lovely stuff. Another band that was on the Nuggets comp were the Crying Shames. This is their track What's New Pussycat, backed by Please Stay. Now this is obviously on Decca, in the Decca bag there. Produced by Joe Meek, so again it's that classic sort of mid-60s garage rock sound, very nice. There's a lot of stuff in the box which was on the D-Room label. Now I must admit I was rather hoping to find a copy of Bert's Apple Crumble by The Quick, but no such luck unfortunately. But I did find this. This is the Outer Limits with Help Me Please, backed by Just One More Chance. Again, a nice sort of late 60s garage rock tune. And the final link to the Nuggets compilation, Psychotic Reaction by the Count 5. I've got a copy of this one. I've got the US version, which I think is on a 00 label, is it? This is the UK version on Pi International. This record looked pretty much unplayed, an absolutely beautiful copy, so I'll do a nil drop on that. Right, so there's quite a bit of soul music in the box, but it was mainly Motown, all obviously in the original Motown bag, so I might show those in a separate video. But yeah, this is one of the only other sort of non-Motown soul singles in there. This was Joe Tex, Better Believe It Baby, backed with I Believe I'm Gonna Make It on Atlantic Records. I love Joe Tex, he made some great records in the 1960s, and this is a lovely copy of a great double-sider there. There's a lot of sort of mid-60s white boy R&B. So this is Chris Farlow with Ride On Baby in that lovely immediate bag there. Another one by Chris Farlow. This is My Way of Giving, back with You're So Good For Me. And another one by him as well. This is his #1 single in the UK. This came out in 66 at a time, written by Mick Jagger and Keith Richards, of course. I think this was #1 when England won the World Cup. Yeah, I think it's that sort of June 66 time. It's either this or Waterloo Sunset, so it might not actually have been #1 when we won the World Cup, but yeah, around that sort of time. So yeah, I'll shut up, but there you go. But the best Chris Farlow record in the box was his tune Think, which also came out in 66, again in the immediate bag. Just a cracking bit of classic, you know, sort of mid-60s R&B. Fantastic. Right, a few Small Faces records in there, Itchycoo Park, and also on immediate, probably my favourite Small Faces tune, Here Comes the Nice. But I think the single that I've been playing the most out of this box, Well, certainly from that sort of mid-60s R&B point of view, is Big Time Operator by Zoot Money Zoot Money's Big Roll Band. There's no and there you go. Actually, I learned something new the other day. I put a picture of this on Instagram, and somebody mentioned that Andy Summers Out the Police plays guitar on it, so there you go. But I'll do another drop on that. Right, in the box there was a load of Walker Brothers singles. I just picked up 2 of them, a couple of nice French EPs, and interestingly, obviously on the Philips label. In France, the Philips label is that sort of racing green colour, which is very nice. But that's the first one, and the second one, obviously both 4-track EPs. This one's My Ship Is Coming In. Yeah, just lovely items, so very cool. Talking about the Walker Brothers, I also picked up Scott Walker's song Jackie. This is just a cheapie really, but I love this song. I love Scott's version. I love Mark Allman's version. Yeah, just a brilliant piece of music, but that's really nice. Now, everybody knows Scott Walker, what a voice he had. The wonderful run of albums that he had, the self-titled records, you know, Scott 1 through to Scott 4. And of course, you know, the records that he put out in the 90s and 2000s, they're real cult records now, aren't they? They're quite an acquired taste, but there's no denying that his vocal style, you know, is just totally unique. So all that talk about his vocals, what I'm going to do is do a needle drop on a Scott Walker instrumental. This is a track called Greens, credited to Scott Engel as he was, and John Stewart. And this is just a lovely bit of mid-60s groovy R&B, so very cool. Right, okay, so just a few cheapies. Dead End Street by the Kinks. Sunny Afternoon by the Kinks on Pi. My mum's favourite band were the Kinks, so I've got a real soft spot for this, for their tunes, particularly from this sort of period, mid-60s. Nice little EP there, Chuck Berry hits, fantastic condition. Memphis, Tennessee, Johnny B. Good, Nadine, No Particular Place to Go. And one of the best finds of the day was Del Shannon with Move It On Over. Now, Del Shannon obviously had those great records in the early 60s, stuff like Runaway with that weird little keyboard sound on it, almost like a fairground sound, you know. Hats Off to Larry, another great tune. But get to the mid-60s and he totally changed his sound. He went a bit more garage rock. Now, this is interesting because it's quite an unlikely single. It's quite spiky. Everything is on 11, you know, everything's put up to 11, everything's in the red. So, you know, the bass is distorted, the guitar's distorted, the vocals are distorted. It's quite an unusual choice for it to be a single, but it's dated so well. I'll perhaps do a needle drop on that. That's obviously in the original stateside bag there.
Wait for me, I'm on wild. Here
And just the last few that I'll quickly show. So Sad About Us by the Merseys. Obviously an old Who song, which I first heard done by The Jam. They did it as a B-side in the late 70s. See Emily Play by Pink Floyd, which I must admit is something I'll probably sell to try and recoup some cash. And finally, again, another great find from that day. I Gotta Be With You by Emma Reed on Columbia, 1967. This is just a gorgeous bit of, well, it's a Northern Soul ballad. I mean, you'll see what I mean when I do another drop in a moment. Emma Reed, incidentally, also recorded under the name Jackie Lee, which I think a few people will know. She recorded the theme tune to Rupert the Bear, but also the song White Horses, so you may know her from that. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. So there you go. That's some of the records that I picked up. Cheers.
How can you say this is goodbye? But just yesterday you said you were my guy. We took a trip to a star and we went too far. Now I can't live without you. I gotta be with you. Yeah, I gotta be with you, baby. You gotta stay with me. Oh yeah, I gotta be with you, baby. You gotta stay with me, baby, through each night and each day. I need you by my side. My love is too deep to hide, and I can't let my pride keep me from telling you I don't want you to go.